Before you step into the day, have you ever noticed how the morning already seems to know what kind of day it will become? Some days feel settled before they begin. Others feel uneven, as if something is already out of place. Nothing obvious has happened yet, and still, the tone is there. We move through our mornings on habit alone. The same floor, the same light through the window, the same door we pass through without seeing it. And yet, the day begins the moment we cross that line. Long before clocks mattered, people understood something about thresholds. They knew a doorway was not just an opening. It was a boundary. On one side, the known. On the other, the uncertain. Between them, a narrow place where one state becomes another. Homes were built with care around this idea. Entrances were marked. Doorways were touched. Not as superstition, as respect. Because a threshold holds a kind of stillness. A pause the world naturally offers, even when we do not ask for it. Today, most of us step through without noticing. We rush past the moment where one day hands itself to us. But there is a simple way to return to that pause. Before you leave your home, just before you step outside, place your hand on the door frame. Not firmly, not with intention, just resting there for 2 or 3 slow breaths. Nothing needs to be said. Nothing needs to be believed. You are not asking for anything. You are only acknowledging the crossing, wood, stone, or metal. It does not matter. The doorframe has already done its work for years, holding, separating, allowing passage. When your hand touches it, something quiet happens. The body notices a boundary. The mind pauses without effort. The moment stretches, just slightly, and then you step through. People who do this often cannot explain what changes. They only notice that the day feels less resistant. Small delays seem to soften. Conversations move more easily. The usual little frictions lose their edge. Nothing dramatic, just smoother. It is not that problems disappear. It is that they do not cling as tightly. You may notice it the first day, or you may notice it after several. Some sense a shift within a week, as if the days themselves are meeting them halfway. This is not because the door frame does anything new. It is because you did. You acknowledged the passage, and life, quietly, acknowledged you in return. We will speak gently about why this small respect can change how the world responds without effort, belief, or force. There is a quiet understanding that runs beneath daily life. It does not announce itself. It does not demand attention, but it responds when it's noticed. Thresholds are places where this understanding gathers, not only doorways, but moments, beginnings, endings, the space between one thing and the next. When you touch the door frame before leaving, you are not performing a ritual. You are pausing at the edge of movement. That pause matters. It tells the day you are entering it awake, not rushing, not pushing, not pulling. Life has its own pace. When we move against it, everything feels heavier. When we meet it at a boundary, even briefly, the weight shifts. People who practice this often say the same quiet things. They say errands feel less tiring, that traffic does not bother them as much, that people seem a little more patient, a little more willing to help. A cashier smiles when they normally would not. A conversation that could have gone poorly doesn't. A forgotten item is remembered just in time. These are small things, but days are made of small things, and when the small things soften, the day softens with them. No words are spoken at the door frame. No thoughts are required. Even doubt does not interfere. This is important to understand. The effect does not come from belief. It comes from respect. Respect for the moment of crossing. Respect for the unseen pause that exists whether we notice it or not. The world responds differently to those who move with awareness instead of force. You are not asking the day to be kind. You are entering it gently. That difference is felt. If you choose to try this, Do it simply once, or for several mornings in a row. Do not watch for results. Do not measure. Just notice how the day meets you, and if nothing changes, nothing is lost. But if something does, even slightly, you will understand something very old, that life often responds not to effort, but to small, respectful gestures, a hand on a doorframe, a pause at the edge, a quiet acknowledgement, and in return, the day opens just a little more easily.